Hello, my name is Hislini, and this is my vlog for Choose Your Own Adventure. Um, so, um, what was the most memorable moment and why? Um, I think the most we experience and how it can be more memorable is if there's company. So to me, the most memorable thing about it was to be experiencing art with my friend Axel. Um, but the overall day was fun. You weren't in any hurry, thank God. Um, we just took the day slow and steady. We did go to the Patron Gallery first, and then to the Andrew Raffax Gallery, if I'm pronouncing that right. We did spot someone else from our class in the Andrew Gallery, and he did inform us that there was other galleries nearby, but we sadly couldn't go since we got distracted by stationery and art supply stores. But when we went to the galleries, they were very small and quiet. There was not very much people. Um, there was only like a couple people eating in the first gallery, and then in the second gallery, the artists themselves were there, and but like overall, it was just us. Um, and from both galleries, we actually got these little like printed papers that had more information about the pieces that include the dates of the pieces, the artist names. We even get measurements. Yeah. Which works did you have the most significant connection to, and why? Um, Personally, in the Andrew Gallery, I like the hauntology. I'm trying so hard to pronounce these. But it was like a group of three by Serena J.V. Elston. At first, they looked like blocks of stone or earth. They were like cracking, but it was like it it's so weird to describe. But this one, I'm specifically talking about this one. It's literal like these big cracks frame these little cracks, and to me, the outside cracks is framing the inside cracks, but the inside cracks look like a person. To me, it looks like a portrait, and to like a lot of people, probably it's probably gonna be like, oh, a portrait of a broken person and stuff like that. But to me, it doesn't really have that like deepness being like shoved into my face. To me, what impressed me more it was like how they even got to do that, which is crazy. Um, but yeah, the it looks like a portrait to me. The big cracks are more defined, which leaves the small cracks to form a silhouette. It's just interesting to look at. Again, it could mean something much deeper, and it probably does. But to me, I was just more impressed by how the artist made this piece look like an illusion in a way. Was there any works that you didn't like, and why? Um, I wasn't much of a fan of the Patron Gallery. The art pieces were beautiful and well displayed, but the topic was kind of unclear to me. It felt like I was just staring at colorful photographs and nothing else. So, for reference, this was the Patron one. They had so many of these, but I just I didn't get the concept at all. Um, but I did pick up the piece of paper that had like the artist statements and everything. And even after reading the artist statements that they provided, I was just left more confused. Um, Maybe that was like the artist's intentions with their work, or perhaps I'm just really bad at gathering context clues. But I didn't get the concept very much. These are cool pieces, and for them to be at a gallery, they're quite valuable. Um, but I guess like a pro would be like I do like pieces that make my brain, like my head gears, turn and just question it. But I was just left in the dark. I guess I just don't like that very much. Um, what was a unique what was unique about this particular venue and its approach to the exhibition? I personally like the contrast in the Andrew Gallery. They had two artists on show, Jessie Eldelman and her show Candies, and then Serena J.V. Elston's show Lingering Bodies. Um, Lingering Bodies was more of a moody and mysterious um, display, while Candies was much more colorful and fun. Seeing these two different themes displayed together was kind of fun to witness. Walking between them was so balancing, and like it really helped me. It helped my eyes not get very overwhelmed. Um, I guess opposite attracts, and it led them to this gallery. I like the idea of placing the big moody pieces up in front when people arrive, and then people, once they get to the back, they get hit in the face with this like sweet and bright colored paintings, which is like kind of fun to think about. Um, what connections did you find to other works we've seen on our trip? In other spots in the city, at the Chicago Cultural Museum, there was an exhibition called Waters of the Abyss. I don't remember the artist's name, but the artwork in that exhibition was totally otherworldly. It was so ancestral and like celestial at the same time. But to me, rather than seeing the figures in the show as like religious or guardians, it seemed to bring me more into nostalgia. That sort of things were more what I dreamed as, like about it, like as a little girl, and it was like finally standing in front of my own like imagination, and it was really cool to see. What personal preferences and biases do you see developing for art? I'm starting to really understand that I like art with clear symbolism or exploring topics that I can relate to. If it requires me to know issues or interests I have no idea of, then I get frustrated trying to decipher the meaning. I like dramatic lighting, exaggerated poses and emotions, or empty voids of dull colors simulating emotions. Um, but it's hard to point my finger in one direction and ensure that I will like everything about, like, I guess, a genre of art. But it's all proud of the progress. Um, but yeah, this trip, like, choose your own adventure was really fun. I had a lot of fun, and um, yeah, that's just my thought about Patron Gallery and the Andrew Gallery. Thank you for watching.